Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teresa Giudice's daughter, Gia, has a month to get out. Bravo viewers watched Teresa Giudice's four daughters grow up on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. The oldest of the four, Gia, was just 8 years old when the show premiered in 2009. Viewers also saw Teresa and her then-husband, Joe, give birth to their fourth child, Adriana, in Season 2 of the show. Gia Giudice is now 24 and trying to make her own way in life. She revealed that she has a month to get out of the family home in New Jersey. Keep reading to find out why she's moving. Bravo viewers have long begged for Gia Giudice to join RHONG now that she's in her 20s. However, the show was put on pause after a tense Season 14. The network hasn't revealed yet if any of the stars from last season will return, including Teresa, or if they will do a reboot with a brand new cast. But one thing is for sure, Gia Giudice won't be joining as a main cast member anytime soon. She doesn't need to. She's one of the headliners of Bravo's latest hit show, which premiered earlier this month. She's one of the Bravo kids on NextGen and Bravo, which follows the 20-somethings in the Big Apple while they try to make names for themselves without the help of their famous parents. The cast includes Riley Burruss, the daughter of Gia Giudice star Kandi Burruss Brooks Marks, the son of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City icon Meredith Marks, and Ariana Biermann, the daughter of the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Kim Zolciak Biermann. In the first episode, Ariana revealed that her mom and stepfather, Kroy Biermann, who are in the middle of a nasty divorce, stole all her money. With RHONG and RHONI indefinitely on pause, Bravoholics were craving a new show to binge. They got it with NextGen and Bravo. Fans couldn't stop talking about the show on social media. Check out some of the reactions to the season premiere. #NextGen and Bravo kinda filled with some of the most insufferable people I've ever seen. I'll need 4 seasons immediately. #NextGen and Bravo kinda slaps tall lol. The tea that Kim's daughter spilled. #NextGen and Bravo is brilliant because Ariana is like Kim but way more palatable and likable. I love the concept of her and Riley reconnecting, and I love everything about this. I love the CHILRENNNN. #NextGen and Bravo is giving old school reality TV in the best of ways. It feels nostalgic yet modern and fresh. The cast is eclectic, opinionated, and messy. NextGen and Bravo airs Tuesdays on Bravo and streams on Peacock the next day. Watch the first full episode below. Gia Giudice graduated from Rutgers University in 2023 with a degree in criminal justice. She planned to go to law school to eventually become a lawyer to work on immigration law. Her dad, Joe Giudice, was deported to Italy after he was released from prison. He served time for fraud. He moved to the Bahamas a few years ago, but isn't allowed back in the U.S. to visit his daughters. However, before she could go to law school, Gia Giudice found success as a social media influencer. She plans to continue that career until it's no longer lucrative. She also found success on reality TV. In a recent interview with Today, the young starlet opened up about leaving her family home in New Jersey for good. She said that she gave herself a month to find a new place, either in Manhattan or Jersey City. It's just my career kind of started picking up, and my brand started growing, and I am in the city at least 4 times a week, so it's a lot of back and forth from Jersey, she explained. However, she still plans to return to her mom's house. She said she wants to visit every other weekend to visit Bella, the family dog. Share your thoughts in the comments about her plans to move out of Teresa Giudice's $1 million mansion. Gia Giudice, daughter of Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice, is no stranger to the spotlight. Born into Bravo royalty and raised amid table flips, legal drama, and the lush green hills of Franklin Lakes, Gia has grown up right before America's eyes. But now, at 23, with a law degree in hand, a determined spirit, and a knack for making headlines, Gia's next chapter has taken a surprisingly personal and somewhat urgent turn. According to sources close to the Giudice family, Gia has been given just 1 month to get out of her current living arrangement. But before the gossip mills begin grinding out worst-case scenarios, let's clarify. This isn't about eviction in the traditional sense. It's not court orders or dramatic legal ultimatums. It's more Teresa-style tough love. And yes, there's always a touch of drama when a Giudice is involved. Mama Teresa means business. Gia's been living here since she finished college, Teresa reportedly told a close friend and, inevitably, a producer. She's working, she's amazing, but it's time for her to fly. I always told my girls, once you're out of school, you've got a year to get your own space. Gia's time is almost up. A countdown clock might as well be ticking in the Giudice mansion. In typical Jersey fashion, this get out comes less like a harsh command and more like a bold nudge into adulthood. And let's be clear, Gia is not being kicked out. She's being launched, with love, with leopard print throw pillows, probably. So why now? Gia graduated from Rutgers Law School in 2023 with dreams of becoming an immigration attorney, inspired in part by her father's widely publicized deportation battle. Since then, she's been navigating early career moves, racking up experience, and even dabbling in advocacy work. Still, despite the ambition and drive, she's remained rooted in the Giudice household, a home filled with loud voices, big personalities, and plenty of cameras. But for Teresa, whose journey from prison to peace is well documented, independence is non-negotiable. I want my daughters to be strong, to stand on their own. I didn't raise them to be dependent on anyone, not even me, Teresa said on a recent podcast appearance. Gia has everything she needs. Now it's time for her to create her own life, her own home, her own vibe. Gia's side of the story. Sources close to Gia say she's not exactly thrilled about the looming deadline, but she's not fighting it either. She gets it, a friend shared. She's been house hunting casually, looking at apartments in the Hoboken and Jersey City areas. She wants to stay close to her sisters, but she's also itching for her own space, a place where she doesn't wake up to cameras or her mom's booming voice reminding her to do her laundry. Gia herself teased the situation on her TikTok, posting a video with the caption, POV, your Italian mom says it's time and gives you 30 days to move out #pray for 'em, complete with dramatic Italian music in the background and a pan over boxes labeled Gia's stuff and law books, do not to you chate. Needless to say, her followers loved it. The post quickly racked up thousands of likes and comments from fans cheering her on, others joking that they'd gladly take her spot in the Giudice mansion. A Giudice family tradition. Interestingly, Teresa's parenting timeline isn't just for show. She's been consistent about encouraging independence in her daughters. Melania is already plotting her future as a pop star or influencer, whichever comes first, while Gabriella, the quiet intellectual of the clan, is pursuing higher education with laser focus. Adriana, the youngest, has already expressed interest in dance and pageantry, and, let's be honest, will probably be running her own empire by the time she's 16. So Gia being pushed out at 23? It's par for the course in the Giudice household, equal parts tradition, tough love, and tailored leather luggage. What's next for Gia? With the 30-day clock ticking, Gia is reportedly weighing a few apartment options, considering the commute to her firm and where she can get decent espresso within walking distance. She's also in talks for a potential spin-off series or documentary following her journey into law and advocacy, especially as she becomes a more visible figure in legal reform conversations. Bravo execs are said to be intrigued. Gia is the perfect blend of reality star legacy and real-world substance, one insider shared. She's smart, articulate, and deeply connected to the next generation of Bravo fans. A move of her own, complete with adulting mishaps and mom-daughter tension, is just good TV. Even if it's not on camera, fans will surely follow Gia's journey on social media, where she's been open about her ambitions, self-growth, and yes, the challenge of finding an apartment that lets you bring 4 crates of shoes and a family-sized espresso machine.